Hello and welcome back to your next library lesson. You'll notice that we are still under the beginning of the year, but lesson 3 happens to be in the yellow folder. This is a very fun brain break, and I hope you give it a try. If you're simply rolling your arms, you're not quite doing it right, so make sure that you follow directions. It takes a lot of concentration to use both your left brain and your right brain. What I'm really excited to talk to you about today is the North Hills Library homepage. This is a fantastic resource full of website links that will take you to places that are very exciting, educational, fun, and helpful. What I did during the lessons here at school is simply highlight up on the screen some of the main sections and explain what is available in those sections, maybe touching on one or two very important ones. So this beginning area here is the Central York School District section. You'll find links to the home page, which you're probably already familiar with, being as you're learning from home. And then the student resource page, which takes you to other links that you need for your learning, IXL, Reflex, things like that. And then of course Sora. Sora will be a completely other lesson all by itself, but if you are a 5th or 6th grader, you should already know that that's where you go for the electronic books that the school district buys for you. 4th graders, I'll make sure that you have the code in another lesson. The electronic database subscriptions are huge as far as your learning and making sure that you have facts. So the word subscription means that we have paid for it, so Central pays to have these available to you. A database is a safe place for information, and then the word electronic just means that it's online instead of the old-fashioned encyclopedias that your parents or grandparents were used to. One that's extremely important for you to use. It has all kinds of wonderful information and it's very well organized, great pictures. Gale in Context, the elementary version. If you used to use Kids InfoBits, this is the same thing with a new name. A little bit of a different look, but mostly it's the same thing with a new name. So that was the old Kids InfoBits. Extremely wonderful resource. I will again make another video of how to use it and what all is available in there, but this is the link that takes you to it. And of course, World Book Online is another fantastic resource. Different levels for different vocabulary, different abilities to be able to read and navigate through the software, but I highly recommend the kids version. It's very well done, and if you've been in brick and mortar before with me, you've been to this site many times before. The subject directory section is here for you. In the old days, people would use almanacs, atlases, and encyclopedias. They had phone books, things that were all alphabetical. And so the word directory comes from the fact that you're going to be looking things up alphabetical. If you're looking for cats, you go to C. If you're looking for alligators, you go to A, that kind of an idea. These are all definitely informational resources. There's no fake news here. These people have put them together. They are valid, reliable resources for you. The almanac will tell you about weather. So if you're doing a science report or you want to know more about hurricanes, floods, earthquakes, that's where you go. The atlas is all geography. You'll be able to listen to the news, find out something that's happening in China or Russia or Italy, and you'll be able to find out where these places are. And then the encyclopedia is very similar to our database as far as the Gale in Context, just another version of it. Probably in earlier elementary K to 3, you might have already used KidRex. It's still here and available to you. In the Just for Fun section of my homepage, I have just fun things that you can visit. These music videos are adorable. Dave Pilkey has a whole website dedicated to you guys who love Dogman and Captain Underpants. Fun videos and activities for you. Of course, Harry Potter at Home. It's called wizardingworld.com. For all of you who, like me, love all things Harry Potter. Interland is a great video game. a little better for you educationally than if you're doing something like Fortnite. So try that and see if you can win the prizes. It talks about digital citizenship as you go down through the games. But again, just tons of wonderful things. The San Diego Zoo has live webcams. Harvard Thud is a fun group that does musical songs with crazy instruments that I think you'll enjoy. I particularly like the Star Wars medley. If you have about 20 minutes, watch the Squirrel Obstacle Course in motion. SpongeBob goes through all 50 of the states with some cute little video clips. I mean, this is just for fun, educational and fun. Bibliographies. If you use Gale and World Book Online, you don't have to worry about making your citation because it does it for you, which is fantastic. But if you need to create a citation for a source that you have used, these are two wonderful little websites that will help you put it together with all the right capitalizing and punctuation and things like that. Up here I have provided 3 resources for copyright-free images. If for some reason you need to include a picture with one of your projects, if you're making a trifold display or anything like that. By now, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, you have heard the word copyright, you have heard the word plagiarism, and you know you can't take someone else's picture and pretend that it's yours. So these 3 websites all provide pictures that you can use for free with the photographer's permission in any of your projects or videos. And then the last section here, they're just helpful places to go, resources for you that will provide information, the 6 steps for doing your research, asking questions. Audible for a while had some free online stories that would be read to you because of COVID. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. That might change, and you might have to start paying for that. But there's coding things on here, STEM things on here. The Free Library of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, you don't even have to go down to the city. You can just get a free library card online, and then there are more electronic books available to you to read. Places that they will read to you, places that provide information about animals. If you have a York County Library System library card, these places, Power Kids, Power Library, more wonderful resources. They have BookFlix, they have TrueFlix. These are just wonderful, helpful things to get you through your day, to help you with your learning. Read alouds that you can just relax and listen to. The government website, anything.gov, is true and reliable. And then at the very bottom is a fantastic magazine just for kids. It is called Young Zine, and it is created by an organization of people who wanted to bring the news down to a kid-friendly level. And you can check that out for very modern articles, but in a kid-friendly version with kid-friendly vocabulary and pictures and everything. So this is the North Hills Library homepage. And girls and boys, I do a lot of work to make sure that the links are up and running and that it's valid, reliable, and true. If I hear about something, I check it out and I put all of this here. You can access it for free every time from the North Hills Library homepage. Please use it. Enjoy, and I'll talk to you again soon.